Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of The Corner Store. It's your boy Gerald Cadet, and I'm not gonna say anything else. We found out that Cam Newton is with the New England Patriots. He has signed a deal with the New England Patriots, a 1 year deal. It's worth about $1 million. He can make upwards to about $5 million, $7 million with incentives. But forget all that. Cam Newton is on the New England Patriots. What does that mean? Let me just get right into it. Cam Newton, to me, in my opinion, for the Patriots, since the Patriots have now, and it's now a fact, they've officially moved on from Tom Brady. Cam Newton to me was the second best option for the New England Patriots. First best option for the New England Patriots to me, in my opinion, was Andy Dalton, because I feel like Andy Dalton is the type of quarterback that a Josh McDaniel loves to coach and game plan his offensive philosophy around. So I was in the mindset that Andy Dalton was going to be the next quarterback of the New England Patriots. However, you have Cam Newton, former MVP, 2015 MVP. And Cam Newton has something to prove. So you have a Cam Newton that's a former MVP, healthy, and he's motivated on top. That's crazy. So the big thing with Cam Newton, a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's done." You know, his body has been taking a beating over last year. He is known as a running quarterback, but I want to put two things in perspective. First of all, the change with North Turner. Nobody that is the most not talked about thing that is very vital to this Cam Newton to New England Patriots scenario. Once he had North Turner, it was about 3 years. He had North Turner 2017, 2018, 2019. 2017, he was at 70% completion percentage. 2018, he played about 14 games. 2018, he was around 63, 65%. And then also, his last year, he only played 2 games. He was around that 60, 65% completion percentage. So completing passes used to be one of his biggest problems in the early parts of his career. But now, it's North Turner helped him out because North Turner made sure that and North Turner's offense is a 1-2-3 read offense, and it's kind of like West Coast, but like a run heavy West Coast. If that makes any type of sense, it's more suited it's like a Kyle Shanahan offense. If you guys know about that, so. Well, with that being said, Cam Newton's completion percentage, his accuracy. I went to go back and watch the film to see is Cam Newton is this the Cam Newton that I know is gonna come? So I watched the film. He only played 2 games last season, and this is what the film told me. The good of what the film told me. He played against the Los Angeles Rams, who were the defending NFC champions. First game of the season, going up against the defending NFC champions, the team that you want to beat, the team that you want to show that hey, if we were in that position last year, we would have beat you guys. And then they played a division rival, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Division opponents. Once you play division opponents, it doesn't matter if that division opponent is 0-15. That game, no matter where you are, that game is always. It's always a struggle. Always a struggle. So 2 tough games Cam played. The best thing I saw from Cam was his 2-minute drill. The 2-minute drill for Cam Newton was perfect. So Josh McDaniels, if you need to run some hurry up, no huddle offense, Cam Newton's your guy. Especially during the 2-minute drill. The 2-minute drill for Cam Newton, calm, got touchdowns in the first half against the Rams, and got a good field goal, a crucial field goal, because at that time The Bucks were up about 10-zip during the 2-minute drive at the end. So that was crucial. Against the Rams, accuracy was right on. If I had to rate out of 10 on Cam Newton's accuracy, I'll say his accuracy is about 9.5 out of 10. So that's pretty good. For Tampa, his accuracy was a little bit in question, but you could clearly tell that he was fighting an injury. You clearly tell that he was fighting an injury. But his patience in the pocket, the grit that he had, because there was one play, Shaq Barrett hit him like about 3-4 times. And then we later come to find out that both his ankle and his shoulder was messed up. So there was that. So having that patience and the grit to keep fighting through, that is important. So I talked about his accuracy. I talked about his 2-minute drill. I personally think as a quarterback, as a football player, what you are in your 2-minute drill is who you are as a player. Because the 2-minute drill is supposed to be the most high stress part of the game. Because like especially you don't have no timeouts, you need to figure out where to go. You need to understand that, oh, this is my route. This is this is how the this is how the defense is gonna react. All those things. And for Cam Newton to be so calm in that situation, and I've seen it firsthand against the Giants. He's did it a couple times against the Giants, but to see him do it firsthand, it's amazing. It's amazing. Now the bad for Cam Newton. The bad for Cam Newton would be more so his accuracy dies when he throws through the boundary. If you guys don't know what the boundary is, the boundary here, for an example right here. You see that right here? You see where the ball is at the left hash? So if you throw it to that side, that's throwing towards the field. But if you throw it to the other side, so this whole area over here, that's throwing to the boundary. For Cam Newton, when he throws to the boundary, the ball he's strong enough. His arm, especially game 1, week 1, his arm was strong enough to throw to the boundary, but his accuracy for some reason would like sort of die out. So like a perfect pass, a pinpoint pass like here, would end up tailing off out here. Just a little bit. It became worse the second game due to his injury. But that was the biggest problem I seen with Cam Newton. And that's a hard throw to throw. If you guys been on a football field, throwing from hash to the other sideline, that's a hard throw to throw, especially an accurate throw. Of course, he did regress from week 1 to week 2 because of the injury. That is like a known fact. But he still had a little Superman in him. And what do I mean by a little Superman in him? He had the I need to make this play for my team mentality, which a lot of people have, especially if you're a winner and you want to win. A lot of people have that mentality. However, sometimes you got to fight for another play. You got to fight for another down. Sometimes you got to be like that. And Cam has it a little bit. It's a little bit gone. If you know Cam, if you've watched Cam throughout his career, you know at the beginning he was all like, I need to make this play, Him and Andrew Luck were like the same in that aspect. I had to make this play. But now Cam is like, okay, I can throw this ball away to fight for another play. It takes time and maturity, you know. Cam, I still believe Cam is an upper quarterback. He's not elite, but after the top 5 quarterbacks, it's a jumble. It's a jumble mush. He's in that jumble mush of good quarterbacks that are suitable for winning in the NFL. I also want to say that one thing that I kept thinking about when watching the film, boy, the Bears missed on an opportunity to have a not a franchise quarterback, but a great quarterback that could lead them to the Super Bowl. I think now the Patriots can make it to the Super Bowl. Yes, they have to fight off Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, probably Deshaun Watson. Also, you have the Bills in there. I think the Bills are going to be a great team this season. But the Patriots are up there in contenders for the AFC. And plus, it's the AFC. The AFC, besides those two teams, I'll say two teams for sure. The Ravens and the Chiefs. There really isn't any other competition. Maybe the Steelers, but I think Ben Roethlisberger is done. So there's two teams you need to fight, and it's not like the NBA playoffs or whatever. You play that team 4 times. You just need to get them once. You just need to get them once. By Cam coming to the Patriots, if he starts, because there has also been reports that the Patriots are in love with Jeff Stidham, but I seen that the one drive he had against the Jets at where I believe it was Jamal Adams picked him off for a pick 6. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if they still do love him. Maybe he needs that extra year. Maybe that's the reason why Bill Belichick is holding off on starting him. Maybe he needs that extra year. But now, since he's on the Patriots, the AFC East used to be for going into the season at the moment. So what? June. All of the offseason up until June. All football experts or football fans, all we thought was it's the Bills division to lose. The Patriots not winning the division. But now the Patriots are going to win another division title. That is 95% guaranteed. I'm sorry, Buffalo fans. I'm sorry, Buffalo Bill fans. But the Patriots will win the AFC East. I could book that. Bill now has a better chance of winning a Super Bowl than his counterpart, Tom Brady. Want to know why? Competition in the AFC, just as I alluded to. There's only 2 teams you have to beat in the AFC to make the Super Bowl, and that is the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Baltimore Ravens. In the NFC, the Tampa Bay Bucks have to deal with within their own division. They have to deal with the Atlanta Falcons, the Saints. Have to deal with the Packers. Have to deal with the 49ers, the Arizona Cardinals, the LA Rams, the Seattle Seahawks. After this, they still have to deal with the Bears. The Bears still have a great defense. Still, the Vikings are there too. Cowboys, Eagles, all those teams fighting to make it to the Super Bowl. There's only 2 teams at this moment in the AFC fighting for a Super Bowl chance. The Ravens and the Chiefs. Why can't the Patriots be like the Titans of last year? Why? Why can't they? Also, like I said at the beginning, Cam is motivated. People think that Cam doesn't have it anymore. I always thought Cam had it. I always thought that Cam was still a great quarterback. And I feel like accuracy-wise, he's better than what he was his MVP. I felt like he was becoming a better quarterback than what he was in his during his MVP season. During his MVP season, he was a flasher, running and all that stuff. He was starting to become a complete quarterback under North Turner. And I feel like under Josh McDaniels, as long as they click together, he will become a good to great quarterback. And also, I want to say this. Bill Belichick got Cam at the right time. Cam's value, it's kind of like getting a stock, right? Or if you ever been to a garage sale or something like that, people have been like the garage sale has been open for like 3 days or something. The value the value and the asking price starts to go down, right? Cam has been a free agent since about March. His value is going down. His price now, because he wants to be with a team so bad, his pricing is starting to go down. So he had to settle with what the Patriots offered him, and he's going to a winning organization. He's not going to for example I can't think of a team right now. Oakland Raiders, I guess. An Oakland Raiders, a franchise that doesn't really know how to. Washington Redskins, a franchise that doesn't really know where they're going at the moment, and Cam doesn't have that many years to waste no more. He needs to show. He needs to show the NFL that he is still that guy. And by teaming up with Bill Belichick, who needs to prove himself that it wasn't all Tom Brady that brought them to the Super Bowls. Those two together, it's going to be dangerous in the AFC. That is my, I want to say third team, but definitely a top 5 team in the AFC. Right now I have the Chiefs number 1, the Ravens number 2. I have the Bills number 3, the Texans number 4, and then the Patriots be number 5. I have the Bills number 3 because on paper the Bills are nasty. And what we saw last year, the Bills are an upcoming young team. But I think experience will trump. And that's why I believe that the Patriots will win the AFC East. So now, I was just talking about one player that has a lot of questions. And now let me just send a memo, a message to another player that has a lot of questions. Which I still don't understand why. Why are we still on, Gardner Minshew is not the right fit, is not the guy for the Jacksonville Jaguars? My heartfelt memo to Gardner Minshew haters. If it wasn't for the turmoil in the Jags organization, which includes the Tom Coughlin scenario with Jalen Ramsey, with Leonard Fournette, with, I can't pronounce the name, but that DN, that team would have been a playoff team. They went 5-11, but there's a lot of games that they lost in the last minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of the game. Do not plan for Trevor Lawrence, or Justin Fields. Stick it out with the stash, man. Stick it out with the stash. 21-6 last season. His only problem is his fumbling, and he has what I just alluded to with Cam, that never say die attitude. Sometimes you could throw the ball away and fight for another play. You can always do that. Gardner, he's going to do that. He's young. He's a rookie, man. He's a rookie. And also, another turmoil, Nick Foles. He was supposed to be Nick Foles' backup. Nick Foles got hurt game 1. But then the question started coming, when Nick Foles comes back, is he going to be the quarterback? Like, no. And then he was the quarterback, and then he to basically give it back to Gardner Minshew. I don't know. Gardner, if you ever watch this, I'm a fan of yours. I'm rooting for you. Get it done. Get her done. Alright? Get her done. So that's all the NFL I have today. So I have some NBA. The NBA's back. July 1st, the individual workouts begin. And then in 2 weeks, so that should be July 14th, of course, the training camp starts. And then July 30th, we have the first game, which will be the Clippers and the Lakers playing. The NBA, it's good to have them to know that the NBA is coming back, but there is still a fear. For example, we've seen that a plethora of NBA players have tested positive for COVID-19, which is a big danger. Players are getting questioned about, how are you going to be able to stay in this bubble for 3 months? There's so many questions, but once again, like I've been on the note that the NBA shouldn't come back, but it is what it is. I'm happy that the NBA is back. And that's what I can say. Some signings that happened, key signings. J.R. Smith is now with the Los Angeles Lakers. Everybody knows that has been the news that's been circulating. But the news that hasn't been circulating is Joakim Noah, LeBron James' arch nemesis, is with the Los Angeles Clippers. You're going to be... I understand why now. There is supposed to be a delay in the commentary. Because Joakim Noah and LeBron James, that's going to be that's going to be words that's not going to be safe for kids. Not gonna be safe for kids. Hearing them, and then there's no fans, so Joakim can really bark at LeBron James, and LeBron James could hear it from the bench. I'm actually happy to see that. To be honest, Joakim got to stay on the team, man. No cuts. Joakim needs to stay on the team. But speaking about LeBron, this is my last topic on this for this episode. I want to take the time. LeBron, I really don't know your middle name, James. I am sorry. I'm sorry, LeBron. Why am I sorry? I read the reports that Bill Simmons put out, said that the Knicks were your number one choice. But as what the Knicks are known to do, they messed it up. They effed it up. They gave you a crappy meeting, did not want to tell you about the plan moving forward. And as a lifelong Knicks fan, someone that started hating you because you did not pick the Knicks, because after your Game 6 against the Boston Celtics, you were literally wearing a Yankees hat. People want to say, "Oh, Gerald, you're reading too much into it." No, I'm not. I wasn't. Clearly, I wasn't. But LeBron, I used to blame you for that. I used to blame you. I'm sorry, man. I should have known it was James Dolan. And for that, LeBron, I'm sorry. And guys, that's today's episode. Come back. We have another episode coming up. This is Gerald Cadet. This is the Corner Store. I'm out.